Yo, people, it's your boy Major, and as always, I'm with my brother Ace, and welcome to another episode of Two Up Front. Ace, what you telling me, bro?
Hey man, happy to be back. First stream of 2026. So yeah, nah, man. Hopefully this is a good year for all of the listeners, and thanks to everyone who is returning to and join us on this journey, man. Because yeah, it's looking like this might be the big year, for Arsenal. Like I won't speak too much though, but yeah, nah, man. Definitely happy to be back. Happy to be going into the new year with good spirits. So yeah, nah, very very good. How are you doing, my guy?
Yeah, man, you know how it goes, bro. As always, blessed and highly favored forever and ever. But yeah, man, 2026, new year, January. Hey, man, exciting things ahead. But, bro, let's not even delay because we got a lot of stuff to cover, a lot of football to
Boy,
talk about. So, yeah, man, before we get into that, please make sure you do smash the like button if you are tuning in. And if you've not already subscribed, we will appreciate it if you subscribe, if you mess with the content. But yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of football's being played. A lot of football's going to be played. I think out of the two up front clubs, it's only right we start with my club because I think that's where a lot of stuff's going on. So
yup,
yeah, man.
yup.
Obviously, Manchester United, we had the FA Cup tie against Brighton on the weekend. It was the only trophy that we could win after getting knocked out by Grimsby. And we failed at the first hurdle, the same way
Bro, I
we
can't
failed
believe
at the
it.
first hurdle against Grimsby. And we are now looking at a 40-game season. That's what we're looking at, which is absolutely dreadful. And yeah, just me personally, I'll start off
Mm,
by just sharing like my thoughts. Not even necessarily, I won't even start off on the match, just the
okay.
result. I hate getting knocked out of cups early. I hate getting knocked out of cups. Like I'm not one of them people that like don't care about trophies. Like even if obviously we were to, let's say there was a scenario where we finished in the top four of the Champions League or whatever, like this still jars me. Like it just
Mm.
jars me. Like I hate getting knocked out of trophies. Like I feel like trophies, like those are the things that you remember. So
100.
yeah, like
Especially
whether it's a
especially with like you and Liverpool also battling as well for like
yeah, man.
who's
So
got the
whether
best. Even us now, I'm looking at City thinking we also can't be trolling here doing this. Oh, we could when like City are gaining on us. So like yeah,
yeah,
no, you're right, man. You need to keep winning these trophies whenever the opportunities
bro, I
arise. Like
hate it. Like even like growing up when United were winning league titles, like I hated losing finals. I hated like losing games which would have potentially helped us win silverware. Like it's
mm,
very, very jarring. I think I said it before. I remember the '05 FA Cup final when we lost to you lot and I was gutted. And even like '07, we won the league and we lost to Chelsea at Wembley. Drogba scored and still jarred. And then '08, we won the Champions League and the Premier League. And then we got knocked out to Portsmouth in the FA Cup. And yeah, keeper got sent off. Rio Ferdinand had to go and goal, all of that. And I still remember it to this day because it just jarred me so much. Let alone when we're nowhere near league titles and like
mm,
these are the trophies that we realistically can win. And obviously post Ferguson we have won trophies. We've won trophies as of recent. Obviously Ten Hag last year we got into the Europa League final and we lost. And yeah, even last year with such a dreadful season, those were the nights that were keeping me going. Those Europa League nights where it's like we're getting past Leon and we're getting past
mm.
like Bilbao.
Bro,
So it's
I feel like we see like we've spoken about it before that, like especially when like yeah, when your club is nowhere near winning the league, especially when you get to that point of the season where like even top four, you're gonna get the cups can be the only thing that makes football even interesting
yeah,
towards the
man.
end. It's like yeah, being knocked out this early now, you only have the Prem games that are as difficult as they are. Like yeah, nah, I hear you, man. I can
Jarring,
imagine
man.
how you're feeling.
So yeah, like that was just extremely disappointing. As regards to the game itself, and obviously, actually, let me touch on very quickly on obviously the context regarding the game because we've not spoken about it on here. But
Yeah,
obviously, since we last streamed, update, Amrim's been sacked.
boy,
Um, a big
boy,
fallout, all of that stuff has happened. So obviously, Fletcher came and took over for like the couple of interim games. It looks now like Carrick is going to be the interim manager until the end of the season. So that's just the quick context of what's happening from a managerial standpoint. Yeah. So like, yeah, this is just United. There's just so much going on left, right, and center. And yeah, like obviously we had the Burnley game, we drew 2-2, which obviously the result wasn't good enough. But it was nice at least to see us obviously like it was nice to see Sheshko get his goals and his finishes, which were like really good goals and really good finishes. And it was nice to see us have that many shots on goal and etc. and whatever the case may be. And even at the start of this Brighton game, we started off well. Dallo, man.
Bro, you know what? I think there's a few players, Dallo and Konya, we need to talk about in this because I also think he was in a lot of good positions. But yeah,
just a bad game. But Dallo's the one that had like the clear just early on those back to back, like, and yeah, just bro, I just don't know what this. Yeah, let me not even get onto him too much, man, because just
nah,
but
man,
yeah,
therapy,
like
man.
just
Like,
real, real poor, and then yeah, man, like Brighton. Obviously, previously, like they've caused us trouble. Obviously, this season we did beat them. But yeah, man, that guy Welbs, like he seems to just always he seems to always do that. Even when we beat them this season, he banged in that free kick, and I was like, since when did Welbeck score free kicks? Hey, like, do you get me?
Listen,
so
I was watching that performance, thinking, "Hey, man, listen, maybe we let him go too early. Maybe,
hey, man." He might have an outside. People are saying outside chance of an England squad. We'll see. But yeah, nah, man. Like I think, like you mentioned, Konya just not a good performance. Like, yeah, just not good. Extremely underwhelming. Dallo extremely underwhelming. Ugarte extremely underwhelming. And yeah, man, like Bruno as well. I felt like he looked off it. Obviously he's come back from the injury and stuff. Cobby was there. I felt Cobby like was neat and tidy. I was surprised that it was Cobby and Ugarte that started. I thought it would be Cobby and Casemiro. I did think Cobby would start. I wasn't expecting it to be Ugarte. But yeah, I think Cobby showed some good things. Like he wasn't brilliant, like, but yeah, I think he showed some good things, and hopefully, like with more games, match fitness, more rhythm, then he gets better and better. But yeah, man, like it's a weird one because can't really get onto Fletcher, to be honest, because
you can't at all, man.
Like he's the under 18s coach, and he's come to just like, do you get me, do a job quick. So it's like you can't really get onto him. It was like, yeah, I was seeing some people where they're like, oh, again, some United fans, I don't know why they got this weird relationship with Amorim. They should just go and follow him to wherever he goes next. They've got this weird attachment. Well, oh, why don't you guys have the same energy for Fletcher and this? Because he's an under 18s coach.
You wanted Amorim out.
That's coming. Yeah, do you get me?
This. You asked for this.
Just my days.
Football fans, man, like, because like two things can't be true at the same time.
It's crazy, like, man. Like, yeah. And this, yeah, even when it comes to like, oh, it was never the manager, it was the problem, it was the structure. How about both? Like, do you get me? How about that? Like, yeah, how about that?
That's too much, bro.
Do you get me? And it's clearly evident again. I'm not gonna do a whole breakdown on the problem with Man United's ownership again, because I've done that before several times on here. Like, do you get me? But Man United fans, I think the majority of Man United fans, they've continuously been vocal about the ownership and the problems that like are very layered and very problematic, like from top to bottom when it comes to how this club is run. They've spoken about the Glazers. Ineos, they've spoken about them as well. There's problems. Like, do you get me?
I'm seeing the noise on Ineos though is growing exponentially, because like the records that you guys are breaking under them are nasty, man.
Because it's always gonna grow when like Amorim now is gone. Like, do you get me? And then now it's a thing where like the eyes will redirect. Like, do you get me? On it, because like I said, it's not gonna go on Fletcher. Like, do you get me? It's like, yeah, can't go on Fletcher. Like, do you get me? Like, and even Carrick. Like, obviously, hope that he does a brilliant job. Like, and just for what it's worth as well, out of Ollie and Carrick, out of the two options, I would have went with Carrick. That would have been my preferred option out of the two of them. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I
like
think that's definitely
yeah,
the logical one. Me personally,
yeah.
I was hoping for Ollie's at the wheel. I was hoping for
Oh,
that. I can't lie, man. Especially with
yeah.
the game you guys have. I feel like Ollie would have done something this weekend for me, but I don't know,
Oh,
man.
against
Yeah,
City, yeah,
yeah. He would have
yeah,
set up that nasty low block, but nah,
yeah. No,
unfortunately.
I was happy it was Carrick. I think Ollie again, like legend, we love him, but yeah, like he had his interim spell, which was great. He got the permanent job. He done what he done. Like even second, third, got to Europa League final, all of that stuff. But ultimately, like we know how it finished. We know how like it worked out. And I feel like sometimes it's just one of them ones like you've done it, leave it alone. Like, do you get me? After that, he's gone to Besiktas. Like, do you get me? It's not been great, whatever. Whereas I feel like Carrick, I know Carrick and McKenna were extremely even influential when it came to the coaching side of things when Ollie was manager. Then obviously Carrick's gone to Middlesbrough. Like, and I just think that, yeah, like he's probably he's the smarter appointment. Like, do you get me? So
hundred
yeah.
percent. 100%.
But
I feel
yeah,
like Ollie was definitely gonna be the PR move if they wanted to bring back maybe temporary good vibes, and if he was to hit the ground
yeah,
running, but if he didn't, then it would have got toxic so quickly. So I feel like with
yeah.
Carrick, it gives a bit more time where he's a young manager. There's less pressure on him, like so. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think again, it's one of them ones where it's just more logical in my opinion. Like I said, like Middlesbrough, like he done what he done there. Like you said, up and coming manager. I think Ollie had his tenure, like he had his period. Like, do you get me? Like, I think, yeah, like and again, as regards to like those things, as regards to like when you even said PR move, like, do you get me? Carrick is obviously still United. Like, do you get
Mm.
me? He's still gonna have that like thing for fans singing his name and whatever the case may be. And like, do you get me? Still like an absolutely massive figure at the club. So yeah, there's that, but I just think it's just calmer, more sensible, whatever the case may be. Um, yeah, what happens in the summer, we'll wait for that and see how that goes. But yeah, currently, I don't know. It's a weird one with United, man. Like, because I think obviously Amarim is gone. Like, we're gonna have the interim until the end of the season. Like, new managerial appointments gonna be made. Like, Ineos, obviously heavy criticism and deservedly so. Ownership, Glazers, heavy criticism and deservedly so. But it's like, yeah, like it's just a weird time at the moment. Like, I think
Mm.
there's several things happening at once. And then, yeah, we just got knocked out of the cup. We got City next and then Arsenal. Like, it's just a very much like, okay, well, like we know there's problems. We know a lot about what the problems are. These
Mm.
next steps are going to be critical as regards to like our longer term future. And yeah, like there's several important decisions that are going to have to be made. And yeah, like we just have to wait and see regarding that. As regards to players, because that's what we can focus on now, at least. You mentioned Cunha, bro. Like there's some performances that he's had this season where like he's done well. I mentioned this, I think, a few streams ago. Like sometimes, like he does things that annoy me. One of them is this whole thing where it's like he will just start dribbling into dead ends. Like, do you get me? And sometimes there's a thing where it's like he even sometimes he does a thing where it's like he dribbles and he even beats the players
Mm.
and wins the foul. But you would have been better off releasing the ball earlier. We would have been in a better position as a team if you released the ball earlier than if you just carried on trying to dribble, even though you won the foul and you didn't end up losing the ball. Then sometimes he will do it and then he will lose the ball. And I feel like, yeah, he's been very frustrating at times. Like when it just comes to like he's playing these decision making, etc. It's going to be
Yeah.
interesting now because obviously not in this if he's playing off the left, which I think he can do, but then I feel like if he's playing off the left, then he'll want that fullback that's overlapping him, like, and he's gonna occupy central areas a lot of the time. So it's like, yeah, like he's got because he's supposed to be like prem proven. Do you get me? 15 goals for Wolves last season, etc. All of that stuff. So he's got to step it up, like most definitely. He's been poor. Like, I'm not gonna talk about Agate again because we know where we're at with that. Dallo, I'm not gonna talk about that. We know where we're at with that. I think it's gonna be nice to obviously have Mbeumo and Ahmad back. Yeah, like that's
But
gonna be
even that
helpful.
now,
So,
without the Amrim like system, is like how do you then balance these players? Like I feel like maybe that's what I was actually going to ask you about Cunha, like whether
mhm,
you're concerned about that because I hear he can play off the left wing, but you bought him
mhm,
to play in that like dual 10 position behind the striker. Then you have
mhm.
Ahmad, you have Mbuemo. Then it's like how do you who's on the bench now? Because again, all of these guys can't play, especially if you go to a back four system. So I don't see how you line up with them.
Yeah, I don't mind with I because I think again Cunha is one of them players where it's like he would like you can play in multiple different positions. Obviously, sometimes he'll go up front, whatever the case may be. Like if Cunha's, for example, he's not performing well, then he goes on the bench. Like, yeah, like with
Mm.
me, that's
I
yeah,
heard
that's
that, but
not a
then who do
problem with
you
me.
don't? I guess you don't have a left winger though. That's the problem. Like I feel like now you have like Embuemo and Ahmad both
Mhm.
fighting for that right wing position. You don't have that
Yeah,
central 10 position for them anymore. I feel like that's
yeah,
where it's like it's a bit sticky for them more than Cunha. I think Cunha is probably the one that's safest in terms of his position. We don't have another left winger.
yeah. But then also, I feel like push comes to shove, definitely like both of them, Ahmad and Imbumo can their preferable position is on the right. But then also, I feel like if people have got to move, then you move. If you're not cutting it when you've moved, then you're on the bench. Like
Mm.
that's just what it is. Like, do you get me? Like with me, like I'm not really like overly fussed about it. Like, do you get me? Like whoever's playing well, whoever's proving their quality, whoever's doing what needs to be done, then yeah, like do you get me? They're all gonna get opportunities. They're all gonna get a fair chance of it. And I feel like that's the important thing for me. Like even Cobby, like I love Cobby, but my whole thing with Cobby was never he's got like a given right to be in the team. It was just that he should have a fair chance. Like, do you get me? If he's having a fair chance and his performances aren't up to scratch, then his bench. Like, do you get me?
Mm.
Like that's how it goes for anyone. Like, do you get it? So yeah, like those are gonna be things that they're gonna have to sort out. Of course, like we know in the summer, midfield, like you mentioned, a left winger probably. Like that's why I think United were trying to get Semenyo. Like those things are gonna have to be addressed and whatever else. But yeah, right now it's like you've got players. There is quality in the squad. Like even though there's much work that needs to be done, so Carrick has just got to figure that out. Like yeah, that's where it is with that. But yeah, like it's a weird one. Like I think it's disappointing, obviously, to get knocked out of the cup. I think that's like my overriding feeling. Um, as regards to like United as a whole, it's just more so like a wait and see, like what's gonna happen. Like, do you get me? Like, yeah, I think that's just where at. Like the problems with the ownership maintain. Like, they're what we are. We'll continue to be vocal about those things. But yeah, as regards to like on the pitch, it's a wait and see. We've got to give Carrick a fair shout, see what he can do, whatever the case may be. Wait for the players to come back, see what's happening there. Then yeah, man, keep it moving. That's
No,
pretty
fair
much
enough.
it.
Fair enough. Yeah, no. Again, I guess we will find out very soon. I feel like from my opinion on it is that yeah, I feel like it's again. I feel like we've not really gone into a lot of deep, but like Ineos, like I also feel like they've also just made like really bad decisions, like in terms of
Mhm.
like the giving what's his name a chance, Ten Hag another
Mhm.
chance, then sacking
It's
him,
like a domino
giving
effect.
giving Amram a second chance, going down this line of saying that you're gonna go to a back three manager, buying back three kind of players, then he then wants signs in January, you then sack him, and then now you're going back to a back four with these players now that I think that is a bigger kind of. It's not again. We'll see in it, but I think
Hmm.
that you're going to really struggle with like the players that you have now to profile them right, because I think you start again. It's kind of like you started going down that line of cool. Like maybe you needed now, maybe like you're halfway down the journey of building a back three squad now, where maybe you need like the left wing back, but like you're on that journey where you've got Cunha, you kept
You know
Bruno,
what?
you have
I
Ahmad,
actually,
you
you
have
know what
Mbuemo,
though?
like
The
yeah.
only, as it pertains to like the back three, like I think the only player where it's like I think they directly like that formation, like from attacking point of view, like where it directly suits them is Cunha. Like I think he's the only one. Like I think right now the reason why it looks kind of because in Bumo, right, Ahmad right. I think the thing is that when you play the back three and you're playing Ahmad wing back, then both of them can play on the same side. Like, do you get me? But they are both like again, if you saw like Ahmad's performances on for Ivory Coast at AFCON, like right winger. Like, do you get me? Like in Bumo, will either play right wing or as a striker, support striker, whatever the case may be. But it's like, yeah, like I think Cunha is probably the one that's most primed to like that left 10, like the back three. But I don't think like we've like I feel like we haven't taken like crazy steps to tailor the squad for a back three. So I'm not too worried about things from that regard. I think Cunha is probably the one that like probably best suits, and then the other losers from the formation will probably be maybe like a Mount. Like, do you get me? Like, I think, yeah, like he will lose out from it. But I think Kobe benefits from it, Bruno benefits from it. In Bumo, again, he plays on the right, Ahmad plays on the right. Like you said, where there might be conflict isn't because of formation, it's more so competition if they're both playing on the same side. Like, do you get me? So it's either they both have to fight for the same side or one moves across to the another position. But as regards to like what's best suited, like, yeah, like I think this, I'm not too worried about that as regards
Do
to
you
like
have
squad
any
building.
concerns with like I guess your like who would be your I guess who would be your starting two centre backs like in the back four system?
Delit will start, and then currently it's weird because I think Delit's defo like banked, and then Martinez has come back, but he's been out from a long time with injury, but he's looked a bit shaky. Like it was poor defending when it came to, I think it was the Burnley second goal. Like he didn't do well. Heaven has had some like good moments there. Yoro, whilst he's got quality, struggled as of recent. Like obviously you've got Harry Maguire, etc. But I think it'll be like Delipt and then someone else, like depending on how they're performing, like form, etc. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, like you saying, I guess we'll see what Carrick can kind of like I guess dish up with this squad. But I think just from looking at it, I'm just like, yeah, I feel like you've just gone back to the back four now. But again, I think we're gonna find out.
I think Mazraoui as
like,
well. Sorry, he's another one that will benefit from it. Cause I think like
where do you think
he's
he plays?
a right back, like as opposed to a wing back.
Traditional right back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, again, it'll be interesting to see how these players doing it. But yeah, again, I think we've seen the back five still leaking goals. I don't know. I guess it's more of a system thing in it. So yeah, I think just looking at it, I'm just like, if I was to bet now, I'm just like, I feel like we're gonna see a much more. I don't know if like how much Carrick changes this Brighton performance. Like, but again, better place to come back. But I'm just looking at it and just how your squad is being kind of configured. I'm just like, it's just not really making sense. But we'll see. We'll see. I guess we'll find out in a few weeks what it's looking like when these AFCON players come back to you, when Carrick starts to put his fingerprints on it. But I'm just like, yeah, I think in your side, the decisions they've made to date have been so poor that I think I wouldn't have much confidence in the decisions they're about to make in the future. I think that's the thing as well. It's like they've just made, even with what's it called as well? What is it, Nice, that other club? Like you just look at their overall just football, like what they've done in football in general just hasn't been good. So
yeah, no, it's not.
It just hasn't been good at all. But anyway, let's see in it. I guess we'll find out.
No, it hasn't been like and I think a lot of the success that United, like if United were to achieve success, I think a lot of it's gonna have to be in spite of Ineos as opposed to because of them. So yeah, like I think that's just what it is. But yeah, United have had problems with ownership for a very, very long time. And structurally, because I think part of the problem as well is that I think structurally, even amongst themselves, they look disorganized. They look like they are clashing. They look like they're disagreeing. You get Dan Ashworth, you take all of that time to try and pry him away from Newcastle, etc. He does, then he's gone. Like, do you get me?
3 months later. Yeah.
Ratcliffe has come out and said, "Oh, yeah, this, supporting the manager, whatever the case may be." And then obviously things have happened here and there, and then even you're hearing murmurs when it comes to like the appointments of like, oh, these ones want Ollie and these want Sheshko and whatever the case may be. So even amongst them, like, they don't look like they're operating as like a smooth unit even themselves. There seems to be like fractions and friction like between them as well. So yeah, but yeah, the United ownership is like, yeah, the Glazers in us is not great. Like, do you get me? But I also don't want to again, like, I think United are gonna have to operate in spite, because I think it's not just us. Like, whilst obviously, yeah, like ownership scenario is terrible, but it's like, yeah, like, I know Chelsea fans, they were very frustrated with the clear late model and everything that's going on there, and this, and Maresca, and like them not being able to sign the players that they wanted to sign, and this, whatever the case may be, and all of that happening. And Maresca still got them Champions League football, got them 2 trophies, etc., whatever the case may be. So it's one of them ones where it's unfortunate, but at the same time, it's like, whilst we'll never stop talking about the ownership, I'm not one of them people where I'm like, all right, cool, the ownership is the ownership. And I think this is where the Amorim thing, like, there was frictions between the fan base, because I think some people's approach is like, the ownership, the club's rotten, so the manager can just do whatever, and that's fine, because the problems are bigger than him. And I'm like, yeah, that can't happen. Like, multiple things can be true at the same time. Like, do you get me? Like, if we had, when it comes to even like the ownership, it's like, the fans have lost sight, it shouldn't be the manager they're trying to get out, it should be the ownership. And it's like, bruv, United, if they had their way, the ownership would have been out 20 years ago, bruv, when the Glazers were trying to buy the club in the first place. Like, do you get me? Like, if United had power to sack the ownership, then they would have done that. Like, do you get it? And it's not like they've stayed silent on it, but it's one of them ones where it's like, all right, cool, we're going to continue to protest, but this is currently what's at play. Control the controllables. So yeah, it's just one of them ones. But yeah, I'm like, I just gotta wait and see what happens, innit? Like, it's just, I gotta wait and see. But I was just disappointed at the Kop exit mainly. I think that jarred me a lot. Yeah, because I just, even obviously, I'll be really happy if we get top 4, top 5. But like, when it comes to football, that's not what brings me joy. Nah, yeah, it don't bring me joy. Like, so yeah, with me, I want to see trophies, and then obviously I want to like watching my team play football as well. That would be great. But yeah, like, getting top 4, top 5 is, do you get me? Of course, I want it. Yeah, I want it. I don't want to try and act like I don't want it.
No, to be fair, I guess you, like you say, it depends what character is. Because if you crawl over the line, boy, it's smelly, and it's like you're the best of the bad situation, and you're gonna go to Champions League and get spanked up. So it's also just like how you also get it. Like, I feel like you also want to like get in a way where you see trajectory in your club in terms of how they're moving, that you're going in the right direction, and eventually you will actually become a club that can do something. But like, when you get it, because we did that loads of times where we're getting into Champions League and then we're getting destroyed by Bayern. It's like, why are we even here? Remember, towards the end, I was just even like, I'd rather not even be in Champions League anymore, because you're going there to just not even compete whatsoever. Like, so again, man, it's what you guys are gonna dish up between now and end of the season and what Ineos doing the summer. But yeah, right now it's definitely looking very rough.
Yeah. I think it's like, I'm not even. Yeah, I'm just on like just gonna wait and see. Like, do you get me? Because it's like, Amram's gone. All right, cool. The ownership is the ownership. Continue to protest against that, but they're here. Carrick, like Fletcher. I can't be mad at Fletch. Like, do you get me? Like, Fletcher ain't done that. Like, do you get me? He gave my boy Lacey a run out. Like, I know he got the red card, but bro was showing what he's about, man. I get it, bro. Like, passion, man, frustrated. Like, do you get me? Like, he'll learn from it, but yeah, nah, I'm not mad at him. Like, do you get it? So, yeah, Fletch, come doing it. Carrick again, gonna come do what you need to do his best. I can't be mad at these man. Like, do you get me? So it's like it's one of them ones where it's like even when things are going wrong or whatever, it's like I can't be mad at these man. Like,
Yeah,
do you
well,
get
boy,
me?
that's but again, that's part. I mean, like
Yeah.
you say, I guess that's part of the PR in it, because
Mm,
part of the PR that you can't be mad at these man. Where it's just bad. That, like if Carrick now comes in now and he's like, you can't be mad
mm.
at Carrick, and then you're just falling on the table. Then what happens?
Yeah, but I think that's even just the whole situation, even with the interim, like an interim person, like in general. Like, do you get me?
Mm,
Like, I think when there's a permanent manager, then there's responsibility. Like, do you get me? It's like, all right, cool. Like, but if a man's come in and man's remit is you're taking it for these months, like,
mm,
do you get me? It's just one of them ones where it's just like, yeah, you're not the permanent manager, like you know what's happening above you with like all the turmoil, like you've been thrown into this position to come and try do a thing, help, like, and especially if like you're a United boy, all we can do is just wish you the best. Like, do you get me? Like, you can't be saying Carrick out when man's leaving in a few months anyway. Like, do you get
yeah,
it?
no, that is true. That is true.
Like, so it's just one of those ones where it's like, yeah, I think it then again, like I said, anger will get redirected at the ownership. It will get directed at certain players. Like, do you get me? Like, that's what will happen. But yeah, I think until obviously all of that manager stuff is sorted out, then it's just one of them ones where it's like you just gotta wait and see. And yeah, and like hopefully we can do something. But yeah, that's United currently. But yeah, it's um it was just annoying to lose that match. I think that was just my
Boy,
overriding feeling.
what said what lowest number of games since 1914, since the World War.
Yeah, like
That is
100 years.
wild. Yeah,
Yeah,
crazy. Oh boy.
yeah, man. But yeah, man, moving on from one two up front team to another, obviously Arsenal. Um, yeah, there's been a couple of results, obviously, with the Liverpool result, the 0-0, obviously after City drew with Brighton, but then obviously you've gone on in the FA Cup, Portsmouth 4-1, light work of it, Martinelli hat trick. But yeah, bro, talk to me. Where are you at when it comes to your club?
Hey man, listen. Like I said, man, I'm in a lot more. I'm a lot more humble than I would have been otherwise. Because yeah, we had the opportunity there to, you know what I'm saying, to make it look very spooky for the other team in Manchester. But unfortunate, my team, like whenever we have, oh, I don't know, man, it's just disappointing. Like because obviously I was away at the end of the year and I was actually flying back. But I was listening to the reaction, like people watching the game, and just like, and I've watched the highlights after, and just in general, it's just like we just in these big games sometimes it just feels like we don't take like ownership, or we don't like when we had the opportunity to basically make a statement, we don't take it. Because I feel like this was a game where off the back of the Liverpool game, off the back of like City's recent results of drawing 3 games in a row, like it's like the chance to go 8 points clear, put some daylight, and then I feel like that's when Arsenal fans too, because I know a lot of fans have been doing this whole Arsenal gonna bottle it. And one of the things that we've been saying, like I know for months now, is that you like that only really can be a real factor if it's even close. And City basically gave us opportunity to start to like add some distance. And I'm looking at their squad as well, and I'm like, I also see more drop points in their future. So it just seemed like just a pivotal game where we make a statement. The Liverpool aren't very good. Just get the win. I saw a lot of people doing a lot with crazy score lines. I said, I don't need all of that. Just beat Liverpool, go 8 points clear, we're Gucci, we're happy. And then now it's kind of like, you know, like when you're like running, like it's a race and you start putting your hands up, you're like, you're looking back and like, there's some distance between you and the next person. That's how I was feeling going into it. Like I was quite confident that, yeah, okay, cool, we should at least beat them. But
Mm,
unfortunate, again, similar to the game early in the season, just didn't. I think the first half we were better. Maybe could have got more out of it, but the second half it was just dreadful, man. And I think even at some points we're even quite lucky to even get away with a point. So I'm actually quite happy. Like I'm at least happy that we didn't then lose it because of how poor we were. But it was just again that was just off like recent highs. It was just like just moment where you're just like Arsenal. Like this is also these are also the moments that you just have to take. Like if you're serious, you want to start showing people that yeah, this is actually going to be your year. I still feel like it's probably going to be a year just because I look at City and like I say, man, I just see more dropped points in their future. So it's like missed opportunity, but I don't think this would be the only one. We just have to make sure we capitalize next time. So we're off the back of that game. It was like dreadful 0-0. The next game against Portsmouth, the cup, this was just now we just need to see goals. Like it was like after you put us through such a terrible performance, terrible game, we just need to see goals. And thankfully, again, it's another game that I wasn't able to actually watch, but I was able to catch the highlights afterwards. And it was good to see obviously Martinelli get his hat-trick, no guard get one. And this game, I don't think there's really too much. Again, I feel like the championship teams, they don't have, maybe they weren't aware of these set pieces or what we do, but they definitely know about it now. Because after I saw like Martinelli's hat-trick, I was shocked to see how he actually got it. I was like, bro, every goal came off the back of a set piece. It was crazy. So like again, comfortable win through to the next round. Happy about that. I'm with you. This is definitely not a year where, like, I guess we'll get into like the Carabao afterwards. Like, we need to be trying to pick up every trophy that we can, man. Because this young squad now, they need to start winning. Like, I think that's one thing I'll definitely give Chelsea. Like you said with Maresca, like whatever problems they have over there, they've still been winning. And with us, we've been doing this fighting for Prem, fighting for Champions League, getting nothing. So this year, I'm like, that's later in the season's problem. In the meantime, I want to win the Carabao Cup. I want to win the FA Cup. And I want to win the Prem. I want to win the Champions. That's kind of like where my head's kind of at. So I feel like in general, we're in a good place.
I say the quadruple,
Listen, we don't have to get all of them, but I'm never gonna say that. Whenever teams say that, it never ends well. So I'm never even trying to do all of that in terms of quadruple. Like it can be any. I'll take two. That's fine. Any of those two, other than the Carabao and FA Cup. I don't know if I'll be okay with that. But bro, so I don't know if I'll be happy with that. But Prem or Champs, I wanted the other two. I'll be happy. So I think with us now, it's just about like we just need to like keep it going. I feel like it's really looking like it's going to be our year now, just because of how City are moving. We'll see what they do this January. I think it's gonna be very pivotal in terms of whether they're able to like reinforce, especially in like their centre back positions. Like what they do. Obviously, they've got so many over the line. That's gonna just do even more for them when it comes to like what they can do going forward. But I think defensively they just look very lax. So I feel like reasonably confident, but disappointed in terms of like how that Liverpool game kind of went. But I don't know if you were able to catch up more of it, then maybe you can kind of give me your thoughts and I can kind of jump into it.
Yeah, I think with the Liverpool game, I think it was a very disappointing performance, to be fair. Like I think just very lackluster. I think especially in the second half as well, like Liverpool were able to like, again, they weren't really threatening as regards to like getting like generating chances, but as regards to like just possession and control, then I think it was just very lackluster from an Arsenal perspective. However, I do feel like a lot of kind of the attitudes regarding like the draw like are mainly like based on like PTSD, because I feel like even when like I see, a lot of the rhetoric around it is like, see, and when City they drop points, it's like Arsenal they couldn't capitalize, and it's just like, well, City have drawn their last 3 games. In the previous 2 when they drew, Arsenal won. Like, so the gap was 2 points, it's 6 points now. Like, do you get me? So it's like they did capitalize. Like, do you get me? It's just like, of course, it would have been great to like put even more distance between yourselves and City, and beat Liverpool and like make that extra statement. And like, like I think Arsenal fans ideally they want to be able to like just run away with it. Like, do you get me? Like, they don't want this to be a title race. They just want like space. Like, do you get me? And I feel like that was more so where the frustration lied with a lot of Arsenal fans, where it was just like, okay, you know what? like City are stumbling here. Like, let's really just put them all the way to the sword and just create as much distance as possible, which I completely understand. And I think, given what has happened previously, I understand why the mentality is like that. But yeah, like just on the the other side of it and the alternate view, it was 2 points, like, and it's now 6 points. The other two times City drew, Arsenal won and capitalized. This time they also drew. Liverpool also, they were missing key players, missing key attackers, and you should have been beating them. And I think the approach to the game wasn't great, but also it's like, it's not the end of the world. Like, do you get me? Like, so I hear it. I hear it. I hear the criticism. I think the performance wasn't anywhere near good enough, but also, like, I think contextually, yeah, like Arsenal are in a very strong and demanding position. I think it's more so PTSD. Like, I think a lot of Arsenal fans, they just don't want this race. They
Yeah.
want 10, 12, 15, and let us just, yeah, like, they don't want it to be tight. They don't want to have to go to the Etihad and there's a 4 point gap. Like, they don't want anything like that. Like, do you get me? So I think they've seen the weaknesses in City and they're just like, yeah, bro, I beg we just make
Just
this
comfortable, man.
yeah, made this comfortable. Like, I beg we just do that. Like, do you get it? So I feel like that's where a lot of the frustration is coming from. I think also as well, like, your attack is not clicked like how you want it to click. I think, yeah, man, there's just, oh yeah, Jokeres, this yeah, man.
Spooky, man. It's looking very
Yeah,
spooky. Looking very, very spooky, man. Like, I've
yeah,
never seen a signing. I'm just like, I don't actually think this really gets better. I don't know, man. Like, normally I'm
bro.
an optimistic fan, like, but I don't see how it
But
really gets
you
better.
know what
Like,
it is, yeah? Like, he just doesn't have the fundamentals. So he has to score goals and he can't. Because I always knew, I said it from early, you know it. I said, bro, anyone expecting Gyökeres to be a tech man, bro, you need to understand what you're working with. But I think what has surprised me is that I never knew his movement was this bad. Like, I thought his movement, like, within the penalty box, within the penalty area, I thought it would just be much better. And it's been bad, man. Like, and honestly, when it comes to, like, his touch, hold up play, like, even those physical aspects, like, he doesn't, he's not strong in this Premier League. Like, do you get me?
bro,
Like, it gets
man, I've
moved to,
seen
he's
average
even
centre
speed
backs.
wise, like,
Yeah,
he's not like, bro, like, like, a lot of people, like, when you're even talking about your careers, and, like, do you get me? Like, a lot of people are bigging up his physical attributes, where it's just like, bro, like, yeah, like, he just doesn't have them here. Like, and I think, you know what it is? Arsenal, their main focus this season is winning the Premier League title. And I think you are capable of doing that despite what Gyökeres is doing, because you've got like enough firepower and a
that,
good enough defense.
that is
And
crazy to say. Yeah.
If I'm Arsenal in the summer, I correct that mistake immediately. Like, do you get me? Just cut your losses, correct the mistake immediately. Like, do you get me? I will go and beg for, like, go and test Atletico Madrid and try get Alvarez. Like, just correct the
130
mistake.
mil.
Yeah, just correct the mistake immediately. Just say, you know what? Thankfully, this didn't cost us. We won the league. Just, it is what it is. Made a
I'm
mistake.
scared
It
for him as well,
happens.
because I remember when Havertz got injured, I said that this is actually a blessing for Gyökeres, because I knew, and I know Arteta, and I knew that the moment Gyökeres was putting in these kind of performances, like, if Havertz was there, he would have been benched a long time ago. And like, the fact that Havertz is starting to come back, and the way Arteta's talking, I said, boy, even Havertz, again, he has these problems, but again, at least he's a footballer. Like, at
Bro,
least
I
he's a
think
footballer.
that's the thing as
Like,
well, because I don't want to do Havertz revisionism and act like
no,
he
we're
doesn't
not
have
gonna
his
do that.
problems.
Yeah,
But bro, the technical flaw of the two of
right.
them, bro,
It's
it's
night
just
and day,
different.
man.
It's
Yeah.
different. Even the little cameo against Portsmouth that Havertz had, bro, it's just, yeah, the technical flaw is just Gyökeres' technical flaw is so bad. Like,
Nah,
it's
man.
so, and you know what I was thinking as well? I was like, you know what, man? Like, it happens to all of us because I know, like, and by the way, when I say this, yeah, I'm not saying because I think Ekitike's been really good. I think Voltamade's done well. I don't Sheshko's not been brilliant, like, do you get me? Even though he's starting to pick up. But I think like all of the people that like the Arsenal fans even that like looked at Shesko and they had their doubts over Gyökeres, you including you being one of them initially, it just like it just makes sense. Like, do you get me? Like, it just makes sense. Like, yeah,
But you know what it is,
like,
yeah, I can't even take credit for it because, like you say, I also when I was saying all of this, didn't think it was going to be this bad. Like, I thought it was going to be a thing where, like, in the we're playing low blocks, there's no space, he can't get transitions. But like, even when he does get the transitions, I don't believe in him. I'm just like, I know
that's what I'm saying.
Like
those physical, like, do you get me? You know, like those physical. Someone said as well, there was like they're happy he didn't come to United because if he came to United, like we would have been blamed for ruining him. Like, do you get me? Whereas, whereas like we didn't ruin him. That's just who he is. Whereas with Arsenal, you can't use that excuse.
Yeah, it's true.
If it was United, they'll just say, "Oh, United, look what they've done."
It's true. But then, I feel like on the flip side, I don't know what we can sell him for because I think everyone can see. Everyone can say, man.
Just cut your losses, man. Like you know what it is. What I will say though, I will say is that I actually don't. I think he's not good enough, but I don't think he's this bad. Like, do you get me? Like the current level he is right now, I don't think he's actually this bad. Like, do you get me? Like, I think his confidence is on the floor, bruv. Like, do you get me? It's like he don't believe. Like, he don't believe he could
get me out of him, man.
Yeah, like, do you get me? Like, I think, don't get me wrong, even if his confidence wasn't on the floor, I still feel like he's not good enough. Like, do you get me? But I actually don't feel like it's this bad because when I was looking at Gyökeres, I thought, you know what, this guy is not techie. He doesn't have the touch that you would want, and whatever the case may be, or blah blah blah. But this guy's desperate for goals, so you would have thought that at least when it came to, like I said, like the movement in and out of the box, like, just, do you get me? Like, constantly making the runs, like bending your runs, shaping the runs, whatever the case may be, like, I thought that would just be much better. And yeah, like, it's just not. And sometimes it's like
I hate the most in football. One of the things I hate the most in striker, I hate that he was almost there. Thing as well. It pisses me off because I'm like, why are you always almost there? Like, why are you not there?
Late. Always. I remember it. People used to say, I was like, bro, why are you always late? Like, bro, like, you're never there, bro. Like, do you get me? Because Haaland's there. Like, do you get me? Like, bro,
why is he there? You're not.
Because we're not talking at the when we're talking about like some of the goals that you want Gyökeres to score. We're not talking about like even like, you know, even Haaland, like, he has some of the freakish goals on transition where he's just a monster. He's too big, too strong, too fast. We're talking about the tapping from 6 yards.
I'm seeing this guy getting marshaled every single time the ball's coming across the box. He's never in the right place. Nowhere near it.
Like, do you get me? So I feel like, it's just it's just not worked out, man. Like, it's just one of them ones. But I still think you could win the league in spite of him. Like, so yeah, like I said, man, just if I was Arsenal, get that Premier League trophy over the line, say, man, yeah, Gyökeres, you get to have the winner's medal. Like, you get me? Whatever, and then let's keep it moving, man. Like, that's what I do, man. Like, just correct that honestly, because I feel like, especially in this run, we'll see what happens with Pep and whatever the case may be. There's an opportunity to actually leave a real mark when it comes to getting multiple titles and trophies and whatever the case may be, bro. Like, you don't have the time for sentiment. No, I say, Gyökeres, respectfully, man. Yeah, man, didn't work out. Like, do you get me? Is what it is.
You're a good guy.
Yeah, you're good. Literally, you're a good guy, man.
You're a good guy, man. It's nothing personal.
Nothing personal at all, man. Yeah. Like, you're a good guy. Like, do you get me? Maybe try another league. Let's see what's happening there. Like, do you get me? Because even like, bro, I was hearing in the recently, like I was seeing, obviously, like I was watching the Napoli game, like, do you get me, against Inter yesterday, and yeah, obviously, like, McTominay scored another 2 goals, and I'm just so happy for him, like, as regards to, like, just how he's been able to go different country, different surroundings, and even like United, we misprofiled him a lot of the time as well. Like, do you get me? We're playing him there, him and Fred, whatever the case may be. Whereas this guy's a box casher, bro.
Yeah, he
Like, do you
is.
get me? Like, yeah,
He
that's
is.
what
He
it
is.
tells that. Like, do you get me? And like when he has freedom to do that, like then like you see much more of his quality and stuff like that. And yeah, like I was really happy. And I don't know, like maybe Yokeres, he just needs to go somewhere else and just but like, do you get me? But you know what? All of that being said, yeah, you've still got some months left of the title, and he still has opportunity to score some important goals. Like, do you get me? So, like, whilst everyone's saying all of this, bruv, like, he's got to like look at this challenge and say, bruv, like, I gotta do something.
Bro, it's make or break, like you say. Right now, it literally is make or break.
Yeah, like I gotta do something. Like, do you get me? So I feel like that's what it is with him. And yeah, just generally speaking, I think with Arsenal, going back to what I said, with the Liverpool result, like whilst I fully hear why the frustration was there and like how it was, like, yeah, I think sometimes perspective is important because like City, they were 2 points behind. They're now 6 points behind. They still look very vulnerable. So, yeah, man. So it's like, yeah. Bro said 1 season, It's like, bro, hey, man. You know where it is, man. Like, do you get me? Like, you've not come and said anything otherwise. That's how I know in your heart. You agree, bro.
I don't think he's even disagreeing.
He's not disagreeing, bro.
He just believe that. 1 season.
Sir, this is the reality. It's like,
it's disappointing, man. Again, that's the thing too. I had my concerns from the beginning, but yeah, like you say, he's just been shocking just how bad he's been, man. But boy, we'll see.
Is what it is. And again, I think that was always the scary thing about Yokeres as well. It's because of his age profiles, like he is what he is. It's not a 21-year-old, it's not a 22-year-old. Like, it's bruv, you are what you are, mate. Like, do you get me? So yeah. But again, Arsenal, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be thinking there's Yokeres there, Havertz is coming back. Jesus isn't what he once was, but he can still contribute. Like, bruv, let's just get this league over the line. Then, yeah, man. Now it's time to be ruthless. Nah, do you get me? Like, yeah, get the man out that you need to get out. Sign you need to sign. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Call up Inter. You need this monster, this machine. You saw what Haaland is doing over there. This is his dad. Whatever Haaland is doing, you can times that by 2.
Bro, man, speak to that. And then, if I was Arsenal personally, Alvarez, that's who I'll be trying to get.
That's the guy, man. That's really the guy.
Yeah, but overall, man, Arsenal again, Portsmouth, light work. I think you guys are in a very, very good position. City also don't look. I feel like City, they like obviously Semenyo, good signing. If they can get Gay, then cool. Now that's a big difference maker considering their injuries as well. So if I was them, I'd be doing everything to try.
They have to get Gay to keep this thing competitive.
They like, because right now, Vardio's out. Like, it's just the injury.
Even Diaz out as well.
Yeah, they need cover. Like, they need cover and they need a starter. So if they can get that done, then that would be big for them. But Arsenal, I think again, PTSD, I feel like that's the main thing, because really and truly, like, you look at the table, you look at the position.
I hear, but you know what it is? I hear Pete. I think it's just that thing of just like, again, it's just like, if you want to see that ruthlessness of like, I think it's the mentality of the game that pisses me off more. Of just like how bad we were in the second half of a game that
that surprised me. That surprised me.
We were so bad. Like, it was the drop off. Like, I think
It
that's
was
what was like the
like
most
because I
concerning.
was
Like,
think because when even looking at the Liverpool thing, sorry, bro, but yeah,
mm,
off the back of that, Liverpool, like obviously their forward line, like Salah's at AFCON, Isak's out, Ekitike's out. And I was thinking, all right, cool, these lot are gonna get put to the sword. So yeah, like obviously we didn't do predictions on the um stream because we didn't stream, but yeah, like I thought Liverpool were holding at least three. Like yeah, but I think yeah, that second half surprised me as regards to like just the performance and Liverpool keeping the possession and etc. and whatever the
yeah.
case may be. Also, another player, and I really like him, so this is not at all to like try and thingy him out, but I've just noticed like his performance level this season has dropped a lot. Is MLS? I'm like, yeah, like his
Yeah.
yeah, like performance level has dropped. Like I don't know if it's a thing where it's like future, just like I don't know the midfield thing whether like that's gonna like how soon that's gonna happen as regards to trying to moving into there, that being his natural position. And also I feel like he's gonna come back good. Like, do you get me? I don't doubt him at
He's
all.
still
Like,
young. Yeah.
I think he's a quality player. Like I think he's top quality. Like he's got a lot of potential and he's shown how good he can be. But he's just going through like a bad period at the moment. Like, yeah, because I think I've seen him a few games just get targeted as well.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I
yeah.
think that's the worst thing because that wasn't the narrative around him where like we feel like yeah he was quite like still he was solid again like but now it's looking like he actually is a liability when it comes to like defensively like it's giving Zinchenko vibes of just like if you got him like you can get some change so but again yeah he's like yeah that's one that we're hoping that he's just in a bad patch and we need him as well because look Calafiori's gone again thinking Cappy got injured so it's also like that's another thing when fans are also getting onto him is like bro like he has to play because the other two left backs are not injured so it's like me too ideally I'd rather he plays in midfield but he's gonna have to be left back so like I think that's but yeah he definitely needs to pick up his performances for sure like he hasn't been great. It was good to see Nwaneri get a good game
Yeah.
against
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth, yeah, against Portsmouth, because yeah, he's another one that I definitely want to see him get more minutes. There's a lot of rumors that everyone was like thinking he was going to go out on loan this month, but
Bournemouth.
apparently he wants to stay.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Bournemouth.
apparently he's like, apparently the rumors are like he also wants to stay and stay with the club. So I don't know if that's the right decision for him when he's not getting many minutes, but yeah, we'll see, man. Hopefully he can get more. But yeah, no. So and I even thought you were gonna say Eze. He's because of late as well. He's also been like very very bad. Like
Yeah,
he
but
just
he's
not
also
doing anything.
he I agree he's not been good. And he's also not been playing. Like, do you get me?
Yeah,
So it's like,
that is true.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
like
like the
because
little I have
before he
seen him.
was, yeah, before yeah, the little and before he
Yeah.
wasn't playing, he wasn't good. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been surprised at how much like Arteta's just benched him and just said, yeah, that's you. Like, do you
Yeah.
get me? But I think Eze, he's quality. Like, I think is one of them ones. Even I said this, even at Palace, like he quality player and he's someone that can produce in big moments, which he's already done for Arsenal. Like, do you get me? As it obviously North London derby being the obvious one, but outside of that, he gets the winner against Palace, against City when they set up that nasty low block and you're looking for someone to try and unlock. He plays that beautiful ball for Martinelli, and Martinelli gets the equalizer. So there are things like you can look at and say, all right, cool, you know what, Tottenham, you're like large responsibility for 3 points. Palace, you get the winner, large responsibility for 3 points. Against City, you beautiful assist for the equalizer, large responsibility for a point. So like his imprints are like on Arsenal, but I think it's just the level of performance from a consistency basis
No,
hasn't
man.
been there at all. And I think, yeah, you were expecting much more from him. And yeah, like I think he's got to step it up as well. Like he's got
Yeah,
to.
man,
I think
massively, man.
a lot of Arsenal's attacking players, they've
Even Saka. Saka has also been like not
you know
great
what it
either.
is? Well, you know what it is about
Yeah.
Saka, and I was gonna say
Mm,
about Saka.
mm.
Saka, he is like someone who obviously we know what he's done at Arsenal, like breaking in like from young, and he's put this team on his back at times. Like, do you get me? Like over the years, and I think right now, like he's mastered like the just being able to contribute and being effective in a game, whether it's just doing something, whether it's pinning out the cross, like, do you get me, or like playing a great ball or whatever the case may be. And I think obviously as of recent, he's suffered with like injuries and stuff like that. But I think I think my thing with Saka is that he, like, I have faith that he'll do something, but I don't have faith that he'll wow me.
Yeah,
Like, and I feel like that's the thing.
you
Like,
know,
do you get me?
you
Like,
also
I
like,
know he's
I'm
capable
conscious
of
of what
creating
you're saying. Yeah,
separation. Yeah, I know he's capable of getting separation and putting in a good cross and stuff like that. But it's like, I think before, like, he just seemed to have more.
bro,
And I
like
don't
he
know if
really
it's
going
like,
at his guy in and out, taking down the ball.
yeah,
Like I think he was definitely a lot more exciting in previous
yeah,
seasons than he is now. And I also feel like obviously another like thing in the Arsenal fan base is a lot of Arsenal fans also feel like maybe he's also become very selfish in his decision making when it comes to like taking on shots. Like sometimes it's also like what made him so good was like it felt like he was so happy getting an assist or getting a goal, whereas now it feels like sometimes like you could pass that Saka, but he would just try to go for the shot. And again, when you're silent, you go for the shot and you're bagging it 9 times out of 10, and we put our hands up and say well done. But when you're going for the shot and then you're skying it or you're missing, then it's like it gets that where our issues with like Martinelli was like you're getting the ball in good positions, but you're also not doing enough with how much you're getting the ball in these positions. Like it starts to get frustrating. Like I think it's that angle as well with him, where it's just like it also now feels like you're now forcing it. I'm almost getting to a point now where like let's say even like Martinelli, like where we put him on that left wing and we're telling him to, I kind of even miss Saka being more on that wing and not also being this like inside forward that's trying to get so many
like
goals.
cutting,
And I kind of miss when he had much more of that going down on the outside and trying to get crosses in than what he's become, where he's become more central, but then I also feel like his game has become a lot more like just not very exciting and just not very. I think that's what you're like. Yeah, that's why I get what you're saying. I think he hasn't impressed me like for a little bit now. If I'm being honest, like his performances in general. Like,
do you think there's any correlation to the striker, like a lack of faith?
There could be, but I also this is also the. Again, I don't want to put this on him, but this is something I saw recently that I just don't like because again, I think it's Americanisms I don't like in football, where he's about to sign a new contract, very happy. I'm seeing Saka's Arsenal's franchise play. I'm like, I hear it, but like that's like the kind of franchise play. Like no player's gonna come in and get more wages than him. Just like I'm not trying to be hearing none of that. Like it's like I think as fans we can kind of like maybe inherently know that, but I'm not trying to have Arsenal be like you're our franchise player. And like now he's moving like he's the franchise player. And now he's making decisions that just aren't the best decisions in the game. Like I think that's kind of like my kind of little concerns with him, where I don't know where maybe that franchiseness is maybe getting to him a bit more as well, where like you say, maybe he doesn't have faith in the striker. Maybe he's also like, I'm also trying to maybe get more, which again is not a bad thing. But when you're trying to get more, then you have to get the more, like which he hasn't really been getting recently. So again, it's being critical of a player that obviously I rate very, very highly, but I haven't been impressed with him in a little bit. I can't get onto other players and ignore him because he hasn't been like impressing me as of late either. We'll see when maybe Havertz is maybe starting again. That's not, maybe there's a more like a striker they kind of link with. Maybe that kind of changes things. But yeah, I think he definitely needs to like think through his game a bit more, like of like what he needs to change. Because right now it's not really working. But like you're about to kind of allude to, it's a problem that's kind of affecting our entire front line, like just in general. Yeah. Which is other concern that a lot of Arsenal fans have in general, where we're just like, it's nice and sign this game, getting 4 goals from 4 different types of set pieces is great. I'm not going to complain about it, but you also don't want to feel like you're over reliant on those type of goals, that your team can actually in open play break a team down. Like I think that's where you have confidence. Like as City, as much as they sound like they defensively they look very weak, you know that City, if they also finish their chances, they can destroy teams. They destroyed you did beat 10-1. Like why? Like why?
No, it is. So, I remember looking at the starting lineup and I saw Haaland started. I said, Pep, you're a maniac. I said, you're a maniac.
Bro,
that's so unnecessary.
It was evil.
So, bruv, look at this guy.
It was evil. Do I think if Arsenal played Excel, we beat them 10-1? No, I don't think we would. So yeah, man. So yeah, definitely, we definitely need to get that attack firing a lot more than it has been.
Yeah, I hear it. I do hear it. Moving on quickly, bro. I thought it would be good to like briefly speak on Chelsea because obviously you've got them up coming up in the League Cup semi-finals, but then also a lot of things have been happening over there from like a hierarchy and managerial standpoint. And yeah, I just wanted to hear your views because yeah, we've not spoken about this. Obviously, Maresca got sacked, and then Rose. I want to make sure that I'm pronouncing his name right. Is it Rosenoir?
No, I think Liam Rosenia. That's how
Rosner.
I've heard. I've heard people
What?
call it Rosenia.
Resenia.
Yeah, Rosenia. That's how I've
Resenia.
heard people say.
Oh,
Yeah,
Resenia. All right, cool.
yeah,
Liam Resenia.
yeah,
There we go.
yeah,
But cool.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. What's your thoughts on all of that?
Again, man, I feel like with Chelsea, it's just I think we've spoken about this where it just doesn't feel like they make decisions for the best of like the team and what's on the pitch. It feels like
Mm-hmm.
the main thing is the business, and then the football is like, okay, with these good players, like do as good as you can, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
like let's now make decisions to make sure that let's say going into this season, we're now going to make sure we're competing for this title. That's not like
Mm-hmm.
we're close enough to where if we make these certain signings, we will now be competing. That's like we get that maybe main striker, we get that main goalkeeper. Like, Sanchez has been good, but again, it's just like just a lot. Like we get that when my brain's gone blank. Centre back that got injured early in the season. That's out for the season. Colwell. When Colwell goes down, we get that centre back to make sure that we're strong in our spine and because the rest, the majority of the team is good enough. It feels like their owners always make decisions that just like take that extra step. And then now again with like Maresca, it just feels like you get rid of Maresca, then the guy to now kind of take on the project is Liam Rosenia from Strasbourg. That again, like he's done okay, but I don't think he's done anything to make me think that he should be Chelsea's next manager. So it's just again, he's part of the kind of ecosystem of what they're building. He's part of this. So it just doesn't feel like they're making decisions that's like this is what Chelsea needs right now. It's kind of like we just need stable hands, do a decent job. What I understand, the fans will deal with it as long as maybe we're getting European football for now anyway. But I think eventually, I think they're definitely a ticking time bomb where I think another season like this where they're just competing for top four, I feel like they're gonna lose it because I feel like they're already kind of simmering because like
and you know what it is as well because even if like the manager's able to overperform like whoever that is, I think there's the problem of like this cyclical nature of like they overperform or they do well and it's like okay, now they want to take it to the next step and like the board are like nah, this is our strategy, like do you get me? Yeah. So yeah, I think that's part of the problem, like do you get me? So yeah, I think Chelsea, yeah, this it's all messy over there still. Very,
Nah, it
very
is,
messy.
man. It is like again because I feel like what makes it the worst is like you're even trying to do this system. Maresca, that's like you kind of stumbled on something like we were shocked at something from Leicester. But I feel like you now have a manager now that looks like he has a potential to also kind of like grow with the club as a club also kind of grows. But you've just reset the whole project again now. Because now you can't be expecting Liam to. What's the expectations now for Liam? Is he now meant to make sure he gets top four this season? Is he meant to next year make sure he gets top four again? Like it's just kind of just like that resetting the expectations of the fans. I feel like Chelsea just not the club like to be moving like that with. So yeah, man, I think it's just a mess over there. Like it's just a mess.
What
What are your thoughts? Yeah.
What I will say regarding Liam is that like it is nice to see a black manager like in the Prem and given the chance for so from that perspective then yeah, like big him up, like do you get me? Because yeah, like we know how hard it is. But yeah, man, like I think yeah, Chelsea board, it's all a mess, like do you get me? Like I think we're just seeing more and more owners like where they're just so not in touch with the fans, they're so not in touch with what the supporters want, like the ethos of clubs, etc., whatever the case may be. Like there's such distance and yeah, like you're having, because even when it comes to Amorim and Man United, like one thing that I said previously was that I wanted Amorim gone because ultimately I didn't believe he was good enough. But you see the pure incompetence of the boards because, like you referred to, it was a domino effect. Ten Hag, like you should have sacked him like after the FA Cup final, you didn't. Like you let that go on, then you sack him, and then now Amarim's coming in. You know how he wants to play, like the formation he wants to play. That's a disaster. We lose the Europa League final. There's another opportunity, reset, you don't. We lose to Grimsby, another opportunity to reset, you don't. And then it looks like the thing that pushed you over the edge. And I'm not saying this is the only thing. I think we saw like reports of like, yeah, Wilcox and some of the board where it's like they wanted Amarim to play a certain formation and they wanted him to change, and they obviously weren't happy with results. But like the breaking point seemed to be because there was like a friction between Amarim and Wilcox when it comes to how Amarim sees himself and the control he wants, like as regards to being a manager versus a head coach. And then Wilcox saying, nah, this is how it needs to go. And then there's a friction. And essentially he's in the press conference and he's basically like having a go at the board. And that's what sends things over the edge. Like, do you get me? And I don't think that was the plan for Wilcox. Like, do you get me? Like, I think he felt like Amarim would just go in line. Like, do you get me? And then that didn't happen. And then it's like, oh, whoa. Like, do you get me? Well, yeah, you gotta go. Like, do you get me? So I feel like, yeah, like even just incompetency and like just the lack of a plan is crazy. And then I look at Chelsea and I'm looking at Maresca, someone who got top four. Like, do you get me? Conference League, we know what it is, but they were in it. They were expected to win it, and he won it. Like, do you get me? And then the Club World Cup, of course, it doesn't have the reputation, it doesn't have the prestige. Like, do you get me? But it was a tournament that loads of clubs wanted to win. Like, do you get me? Like, the clubs that went there did want to win. They did care about it. Like, and he's able to get that over the line, and he gets you 2 trophies in his first season. And then credit to Maresca as well. One thing I did like about him, because I think Maresca's a good coach, to be fair to him.
I think, bro, he's gonna get a good job from this. Like,
he's a good coach. I like him. Like, and I think one thing that I do like about him as well is that which I've seen is that when he makes mistakes, he learns from them and adapts and changes. So it's like you look at like him facing when Chelsea faced us and Sanchez gets sent off and they're down to 10 men, and you just see him absolutely panic and retreat. And Chelsea, like, yeah, they just let United have their way. Like, do you get me? Until we now go down to 10 men. And then you compare that to like what happened at Arsenal. Like, do you get me? And you still see Chelsea, like, he doesn't lose his head. Like, he remains composed. Like, do you get me? And I feel like those are things, I think you referred to it, where it's just like you're growing as a manager, you're learning as you're doing the job, like, and you're getting and applying things on whatever the case may be. So, yeah, like, I think Maresca had shown like enough where it's like, yeah, support him. Like, do you get me? And they didn't. And yeah, it's a weird time, because obviously, like, Amarim obviously gone. Like,
would you take Maresca at United?
Yeah, I would have taken Maresca. Like, I think we never even spoke about managers. Because of just everything that's happened, like, there's no one where I think I can just get super excited about, just because it's just like, bro, it's just like, who knows what's gonna happen? I'm just like, who knows what's gonna happen? Like, do you get me? Because I won't pretend like I liked the Ten Hag appointment. Like, do you get me? Like, and then obviously it ended how it ended. When Amarim got selected, I thought he's a good coach. Like, do you get me? And then it ended how it ended. So, like, it's like, not when Amarim got selected, I wasn't angry. I wasn't like, oh, do you see? When Ten Hag got selected, I wasn't angry. Like, do you get me? So, as of now, it's just like, obviously, if we go back, we had the LVGs, we had the Mourinhos, we done the whole Oli thing. Like, we had different type of managers. Like, it's not been able to work. Obviously, we know what the board is, we know what the incompetency is from that level. But when it comes to like us now, it's difficult. Like, do you get me? Because they're like, oh, who's gonna be able to? But I think Maresca's a good coach. Like, I think names that have been flying around, obviously Tuchel's been linked as well. Like, a lot of people think that, like, regardless of what happens, like, if he wins the World Cup with England, it's one and done, and he moves on. If he loses and doesn't win it, then he moves on. Like, do you get me? So like people have spoken about him. I've seen like Nagelsmann like float about as well. Like, do you get me? Xavi, like, do you get me? Like, it's loads of different names. Like, do you get it? Like, but I don't know, man. Like, do you get me? But as regards to like Maresca, like I think Maresca's a good coach. Like, do you get me? So anyone that I believe is a good coach, like, do you get me? And they've shown me something, I'm not gonna be mad at it. Like, do you get me? Like, yeah. And it's not, when I look at Maresca, he doesn't play like a horrible brand of football as well. Like, it's not, so just one of them ones. But then again, I'm looking at him and then I'm looking at our board and I'm like, oh, like,
but that's the thing though. Like, I think that's to bring it full circle. I think that's what like we're saying with like, even with Maresca and White, they seem to have fallen apart. Is that the board as well, like the Chelsea board anyway, are just too overcompassing. Like, they're too like in your decision making and what you should do. It's just like what the rumors are saying. I mean, like with United, you guys have shown with Amarin that you are willing to give him the space to continue losing for a year, as long as you gave him the space to do his thing. Does that make sense? I feel like your issue would be that like you're trying to like micromanage him, whereas I feel like with Chelsea it was a micromanaged thing. So I feel like that was the bigger
space to continue losing for a year. That's disrespectful.
Bro, that's what you guys did. So I feel like board wise, like it actually won't be a problem. It's just more again, it's player recruitment, all that stuff. Maybe that's where there could be some headaches, but man. Final thing on Chelsea. I think the main point I was going to make was this is also why, like, again, the reason why you've gone for Liam is that you can't also attract any of the best managers when you're always going to hamper them, and no respectful manager will accept the hampering that you're going to do. So again, just making decisions that just aren't really like for the best of the football team on the pitch. But hey, man, good luck to them.
It's brutal right now because obviously we know what happened with Amrim. There's Maresca, and then also we've got Alonso.
No, that was shocking.
It's like but you know, Real Madrid, they don't play. Like,
bro, they even replaced him with some random guys. I'm like, they really try and get rid of him.
It's not random. Like, do you get Arbeloa? Arbeloa, wasn't he?
Was it? Yeah, you know. Arbeloa? Okay,
it was Arbeloa. Yeah,
where's he coaching before?
Arbeloa. I think he was. You know, like I think he was. I thought he was a coach at Madrid.
Yeah.
Not like manager, but not sure. But Arbeloa. But they lined that up quick. Like, do you get me? So we'll see.
So Slot definitely has to, like, I guess he has to keep an eye on what's it called, the eye out, because I think Alonso will definitely be looking for that Liverpool job if he becomes available. So even him, he
was already part of the Real Madrid coaching setup. Like, he was there in the club as well. So I thought that would happen, because I think they've done that before. But man, it's crazy, bro. It's mad. And the other person who looks, I don't know how much longer he's got as well, is Thomas Frank. Like,
bro, I'm shocked he's even still here.
Man. Like,
I'm shocked he's even still here.
That one's looking dark. It's looking real dark. Man. Like, and he just, everything's going wrong for him as well. He's holding an Arsenal cup. Like, do you get me? Like,
I actually couldn't believe that, man. I could not believe that. I said, nah, man, it's because actually a double agent. He's been sent just to ruin Spurs.
You gotta check your mirrors, man. Like, do you get me?
How do you make a mistake like that?
I don't know, man. Horrible, and he's smiling as well in the picture.
I told you, bro, double Asian, man.
Yeah, man, it's dark still. It's dark, real dark. But so man, crazy season of football. We'll see what happens, man. But I feel like there's so many clubs. This is what I was saying when we were talking about this. Like, I feel like you've got Arsenal, City. I think Villa, like, they've had like a very good period of like, just, I think they're just stable. Like, do you get me? Like, obviously they went on a brilliant run, but it's like they're stable as well. Like, I think they can be consistent as well. I think under that, is messy. Like, yeah.
Bro, and also
Like,
did they have a gap against everyone in the
messy.
squad? They're like, what, like 10 points clear of
Yeah, because they're
Man City?
consistent. Like,
Yeah.
even they lost obviously the heavy defeat to Arsenal, and then they just got straight back to it. Like, do you get me? It's just like, all right, yep, that happened, cool, it's whatever. Then we keep it moving. Then obviously, I think they beat Forest. I think it was Forest they beat, and then obviously they drew with Palace away, which isn't a bad point, to be honest. So it's like, yeah, like just getting on with it. But yeah, with us, Chelsea, Liverpool, like even Brentford, they're fifth now. Like, do you get me? Like Newcastle, where Newcastle fans were saying Eddie Howe out a few weeks ago, they flew up the table. Like, they've been able to spin some. Like, if you could just put a couple of results together, like, you're just gonna shoot up the table or shoot down the table. Like, do you get me? Like, that's how it is. So it's messy. Like, it's just messy,
No,
real
messy.
it.
I hear it.
So,
I hear it. It gives all of you everyone opportunity.
like, yeah, man. It's messy, man. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, man, let's have a look at this prediction table before we get into the predictions. Let's remind ourselves where we're at. Cool. That should be
run.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm about to say, I'm about to say you just made a crazy comeback. I was concerned. All right, cool. You closed the gap though.
I think I closed it by 1 point.
Oh, was it only one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you were 8 points clear, and it turned into 7. So to go, let me recap the results. So I said United 2-1 Newcastle. We won 1-0. You said 1-0 Newcastle. Obviously United won 1-0. So yeah, right result for me. 1 point there. I said 3-0 City Forest. That was 1 point correct result, but you got the correct score with City 2-1 Forest. So that was 3 points for you. We both went Arsenal 2-0 against Brighton. It was 2-1. We both went Liverpool 2-0 against Wolves. It was 2-1. You went Chelsea 2-2 against Villa. I went Villa 2-1. That was the correct score. I went Palace 2-1 Spurs. You went 2-1 Palace. You got the correct result, but not score. Spurs won 1-0. And we both went Sunderland 2-1 Leeds, and it was 1-1. So that was our last round of predictions. And yeah, man, let's do these predictions for next week. So very quickly before we get into the actual official Prem predictions, what are you thinking? This isn't part of anything, but what are you thinking for Chelsea?
I'm quite confident, to be fair. I would have been more concerned if Maresca was still there. I feel like Wibbly, there's no Caicedo, so I feel like he's gonna be trying to figure out. Yeah, so he's suspended. He's gonna be trying to figure out, I guess, what he's trying to do. I feel like in their FA Cup game, I feel like it still seemed like a similar setup to what Maresca was doing, but again, I feel like new manager, he's still learning the job. I'm saying I'm confident. Yeah.
Nice. Solid. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get these predictions in. So first up, we've got the Manchester Derby.
Oof. Hey, man.
Man United versus Man City. I'll go first with that.
Cool.
And let me go for the passion, Trace. United 2-1.
Hey, man, I would love that. I would love that. But boy, the way you guys are defending against Brighton, I'm concerned. I'll be so real. I'm so concerned. So yeah, again, I hope you're passionate. I wouldn't even be mad being wrong about this, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go 3-1 City.
Oof.
I think I'm gonna go 3-1 City.
I definitely hear it still. Oh man. Next up, we've got.
Will Fletcher be in charge of that game still? You think? You think he'll still be, or you think?
I think it'll be Carrick.
Think it'll be Carrick? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Let me go 2-1 City. Let me go 2-1 City.
Took a goal off. I hear it. Next up is sorry, that says the wrong thing. Chelsea Brentford.
Oof. Oof. That's a. I think I'm gonna go 2-2.
Brentford have been Keith Andrews.
But hey,
Fair
man.
play. Fair play. Fair
Listen.
play, bro.
Yeah.
I did not
Yeah.
expect this at
Bro,
all.
Frank is out here drowning, and
Bro,
he's kicked on and taking another
bro.
level. That
Maybe
Thiago guy,
he got 16 Prem
bro.
goals
But do you believe it?
in
Do you believe it
21
though?
appearances.
Do you believe it? Like
16.
I hear it. No, it's crazy. We have to. You're right. Let's first sit on that. It's crazy. Like he's moving mad. But my question
What?
to you is like, do you believe it in terms of like would you pick him
What?
up? Like, do you feel like he's or you think it's gonna be a one like it's gonna be a one season thing?
Oh,
Yeah. And I said,
I
do you
don't know,
believe
man.
it?
You need to. You have to let it rest. Like you can. I don't
Okay.
think off the back of this season, then you can
Okay.
just You have to let him. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see
Mm.
if you can continue this. But yeah, as regards to what he's doing this season is mad.
No, yeah, he's
I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. Cool.
Yeah. Next up is Liverpool Burnley, and I will go. I'll go 2-0 Liverpool.
I was thinking that. I'm gonna go 2-1.
Makes sense. Next up, we got your boys Arsenal against Forest.
No.
Forest away.
Yeah, they've not been in great form. I'm gonna go 3-1 Arsenal.
I hear you. I am going to go 2-0 Arsenal.
Cool. Good shot.
Next up, we've got Spurs West Ham.
Boy.
This is tough.
Boy.
Because West Ham have been woeful.
Bro, you see Paqueta trying to go back to Brazil.
Yeah. West Ham have been woeful. Like, woeful. They really have been shambolic. Like, I never thought West Ham would be this bad. Like, it's actually mad. Like, they might actually have to go and I was about to say go buck their main ops, Millwall in the Championship, but Millwall in the playoffs. So Millwall, they could even go up. Like, you get me? They're currently, they could potentially go up. Like,
I'm actually looking at the table. They're actually 7 points off safety.
Yeah, no, West Ham is,
points off safety. Wow,
it's dark. It's dark for them, bro. So yeah, I know they hate Spurs.
They do hate Spurs. They do hate them.
And Spurs' home form has been
woeful. Yeah.
And Kudus is injured till like April as well.
Yeah. Richarlison, their top goal scorer, is probably he's injured as well. Hamstring.
It's such a hard one to predict.
So completely, I might go nil.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 1-1.
I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna go 1-1 as well.
Damn.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
Too many things are cancelling each other out.
Honestly, man. Honestly.
Cool. Next up, Villa Everton.
Ooh.
That's you, bro.
Yeah. Oh, about to that he's still not back. That's a tough one. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa.
Yeah.
I am going to go 3-1 Villa.
Cool.
Wolves Newcastle.
Is this you first?
Oh yeah, this is me. Shout out Wolves putting up a little bit of a fight, man. Because I felt like they actually, obviously, yeah, not great at all. But I actually felt like they were better than the 3 points or the 2 points that they were sitting on. Like, so yeah, they've actually started to pick up some results, and I really like that. That Mane kid looks real good that they've
I
got.
don't think I've actually
Yeah.
watched him.
Yeah, nah, real good still. But that being said, I am gonna go for a 2-1 Newcastle win.
Yeah, that's a very good shout, and I'm gonna match you on that one too. I'm gonna go 2-1 Newcastle. I'm gonna
Cool.
go 2-1 Newcastle.
And then finally Sunderland versus Palace.
I'm gonna go 1-0 Sunderland.
Oh, I hear it. I am gonna go 2-1.
Cool.
And those are the predictions. Locked in, man.
Yup.
And I can get that off. But yeah, final thing that we need to quickly talk about is that obviously our country, they let us down by not getting to the World Cup. But in this AFCON, they've actually been playing well.
I know. It's shocking.
They've actually been playing well. I've got to give them credit to I watched, obviously, in the quarterfinals, we faced Algeria and we thoroughly deserved to win. Like, we
so
handed
Algeria
it
didn't bring it.
yeah, 90 minutes, the whole match, we bossed it. Like, yeah, so fair play. Oshiman, obviously, Lookman, it will be, bruv. This guy, he was misprofiled for how long in his career, bro? This guy's a midfielder. Like,
He
you get
actually
me?
is.
Pulling the strings. Nah, credit to him, man. Like, credit to all of them because they actually performed well. Like, do you get me? So I'm hoping, obviously, like against Morocco, that's going to be tough, obviously, because the hosts. Like, do you get me? So yeah, like, going to be real tough. But I'm hoping that we can do the job and then. Yeah, hopefully go all the way. But yeah, shout out to Nigeria because they've actually been not just getting the results, but playing good football. Like, so
I was even looking at it now that we've actually won every game so far in AFCON.
Yeah. Like,
I didn't even know that.
We're doing very well, like playing well, like scoring goals, like good performances. Like, credit to them still.
The Algeria game was super comfortable. Like, it was never in doubt. So
even half time when it was 0-0, like I don't even know how we got there 0-0.
It was 0-0. We missed a couple chances. But yeah, like you said though, it's about to get serious though, because Morocco, and then on the other side you have Egypt versus Senegal. So these next two games, like whoever wins it is definitely gonna deserve it, man. Because it's some big Titan fixtures coming up. But man, it's the least they can do after what they did with that World Cup qualifier.
Bro,
like,
honestly,
it's the least they can do.
Honestly, man, still hurting over that,
bro.
But credit to Nigeria, credit where it's due. But yeah, man. For anyone who's locked into the stream, whoever's watched, whoever's going to watch, whether it's been 30 seconds, a minute, half an hour, or the whole stream, we appreciate it. Please make sure you continue to like, share, and subscribe. 2026, of course, new year, new plans, new things. Obviously, I know everyone, like, they've got like the things they want to achieve in this year. Like, I'm wishing everyone the best as with all of their endeavors. And yeah, man, like, if you're back at work as well, hopefully, like, things have not been too tough and, like, everyone's getting back up to speed. Like, do you get me? And just hoping that everyone has a great year. Ace, what are you telling me? Any final words?
Definitely echo your words, man. And like I said, man, this may be the year. Arsenal lift that Premier League. So man, I can already feel it's gonna be a good year, and hopefully it's a good year for all of our listeners and viewers. But man, nothing more than that. See you guys in the next stream.
Bro, it's got to hopefully be better. 2026 has to be better for United than 2025.
Boy.
2025 was the 15th Europa League loss. Yeah, it was dark still.
No.
Dark. So 2026, bro. I need better things. Need better things, man. So yeah, but yeah, everyone stay blessed, man. And until